Okay, so our last topic is the special topics and management. So at the end of this module, you are expected to explain how to start a small family business, identify the business legal forms and requirements, and appreciate the role of small family business in improving economic status. So yun nga guys, so kung natatandaan nyo before, nung nag-meet and greet tayo, so tinatanong ko sa inyo kung ano yung gusto nyo or kung ano yung gusto nyong maging, di ba, in the future. So, yun nga, sabi ko nga as my advice, so sige, work tayo, hanap tayo ng magandang trabaho, then, syempre, save ng save, then, kung papalarin, di ba, at mas maganda na magtayo tayo ng sarili nating business para tayo naman yung matawag na boss, di ba? So, hawak natin yung time natin, di ba? So, yun eh, yun yung kagandahan doon. So, hindi ka lang employee for the lifetime. Kasi nga, parang feeling mo kasi doon walang growth eh. Ikot-ikot lang yung buhay mo. So, ganun, pasok ka, uwi, di ba? Pasok, uwi. So, mas maganda magkaroon tayo ng goal na magkaroon ng sariling business natin in the future. Okay? So, malaking ano yan, malaking bagay yun pag na-attain natin at maging successful tayo sa buhay natin. Okay? So, the family business. So, the family business is an entity in which members of the family are directly involved in its operations. So kung iisipin nyo, yung mga simple, yung mga small businesses pa lang, 'di ba? Yung mga barbecue store, 'di ba? Yung nagba-barbecue. Kung mapapansin mo, tumutulong yung anak, 'di ba? Yung mag-asawa nagtutulungan sa pagbebenta, 'di ba? Sa paggawa ng barbecue nila. So ganun yun eh, yung nagtutulong-tulong yung bawat miyembro ng pamilya para maging maayos yung business nila. So yung mag-asawa, kung mapapansin nyo, yung mga nagpo-kwek-kwek yung nagtitinda, di ba? Mag-asawa sila, nagtutulungan sila sa pagbebenta ng mga paninda nila. So, yun po siya. Basta business na nagko-compose ng members ng pamilya is tinatawag ng the family business. Okay? So, advantage of a family business. So, number one, willingness of family members to sacrifice when the needs arises, like foregoing perks, freezing salary adjustment, extending working hours. Siyempre, strong family relationship and values influence, company culture, and more by doing than talking, then desire to preserve family asset and desire to preserve family reputation impact positively on the business. And number four, family name is itself an advertisement for commitment to quality and value of product and service. And family name is symbol of high ethical standards and positive results from collaboration of family members. So kayo pa lang as a family business, so namamanage nyo yung sarili nyong business at your own. 'Di ba? So, meron diyan, merong magaling sa pagmamarket, magaling sa financial, 'di ba? So, magaling sa sa pag-create ng product. So, meron diyan sa family niyo na makakatulong para maging successful yung business, 'di ba? So, kayo pa lang, yung manpower is napo-provide na sa family. So, yun yung kagandahan ng family business. So, what is the disadvantages of family business? So passing the leadership from one generation to the next is complicated. It entails legal, tax, and relationship problems. Professional abilities will be obtained from non-family members. Successors may find it difficult to introduce changes. Extended working hours of parents put pressure on their children. Okay, wait lang po. Okay, so next is extended working hours of parents put pressure on their children. Differences in opinion on business matters may strain family life, tendency to push hesitant children to family business careers, siblings and in-laws rivalry, family members not active in the business have stake as partial owners, and family feuds threaten employees who are non-family members. So, yun yung disadvantage. Kung mapapansin nyo, parang napaka-drama nung mga disadvantages dyan, which is talagang nangyayari in reality. Kasi, 'di ba, yung mga napapanood natin, kung sino pa yung mga kapamilya natin, sila pa yung tumatraidor sa atin. So, parang yun yung nagiging disadvantage no, pagdating sa family business. And sa mga anak nila. So, 'di ba, hindi nila gusto yung ganong setup ng business. Hindi nila feel, basta hindi nila gusto. Wala silang passion doon. So, na pressure yung anak na kuhanin yung course na hindi naman niya gusto. Kasi nga, yun yung gusto ng parents niya. Ang hirap kayang gumawa ng mga bagay na hindi mo naman gusto at hindi gusto ng puso mo, di ba? So, yun po yung mga negative dyan, yung mga disadvantage ng family business. And yung, ano pa ba, yung mga kapatid mo, di ba? Yun nga, magkakaroon pa ng hidwaan pagdating dyan sa business na yan. Kaya, yun talaga yung negative effect pag may family business ka na. Diba? So, and next is yung to address concerns of family businesses, the following are to be adopted. So, number one, rely on competent professional and management personnel. So, avoid favoritism, promote healthy relationships, plan and effect professional development, draw vision, mission statement, understand the board to family members and non-family members, plan for succession, and study the legal requirements of transfer of ownership. Okay, so yan. So ito lang naman is parang mga guidelines natin pag nagtatayo tayo ng isang business at ang composition is yung family members natin. Okay, so yun nga, avoid lang daw natin yung favoritism kasi minsan parang pag na-feel nila na may favorite ka, parang nagiging nega na sila, ayaw na nila magtrabaho. So, ganun yung mga nagiging effect. Okay? So, I hope na, naintindihan nyo siya kasi, kung mapapansin nyo, yung based to sa mga nangyayari sa ating lipunan. Okay? So, related din talaga siya. Okay? And next is forms of business and legal requirements. So, may different forms of business po tayo. Sole proprietorship, diba? Yung sole proprietorship, ibig sabihin, ikaw lang mismo yung may-ari, diba? So, next is yung partnership. So, may 2 or more kang kasama sa iyong business. Then, yung corporation, which is 5 and more ang iyong kasama sa business. And marami kayong nagmamayari. And yung mga decisions is kailangan malaman ng mga co-owner mo. Okay? So, pagdating po sa mga business natin, so dito sa Pilipinas, so pag sole proprietor ka, mostly ang kailangan mo mga permits is yung sa Department of Trade and Industry. So, may mga business name application form sila dyan. Then, online registrations of enterprises may be done through the business name registration system. So, yan yun sa DTI. So, responsible sila dyan pag magtatayo ka ng business. And pag naman sa corporation or mga partnership, ang kailangan mo is yung ito, Securities and Exchange Commission. Sila po iyan. Okay? So, ito pong mention dyan na the value of enterprises that may avail of the negosyo centers are the following: micro, not more than 3,000; small, 3 million to 15 million, tama? So medium, so 15 million up to 100 million. So yan po yung ino-offer ng negosyo centers ng mga from DTI. Okay? So, hindi pa ako hindi ko pa siya na-encounter. Kasi nung nag-build kami ng sarili naming business is, nag-process kami ng business permits, di ba? May DTI, meron kaming sa BIR, so may yung sa business permit sa munisipyo, and yung mga barangay permit. So, yun yung mga dapat namin i-comply para para maging legal yung pagtatayo namin ng business namin. Okay? So, next. So, dito daw under sa SEC, or yung Security and Exchange Commission, ito po yung para sa mga corporations. So, Ito po, the SEC also offers e-services for companies as follows. Reserve a company through SEC e-register, the web-based company registration. So search registered companies, which gives information on whether a corporation or partnership is registered with the SEC under the Corporation Code of the Philippines. So SEC iView, then SEC Express System, and Registration Calculator. Ito po yung mga offers nila online para hindi ka na pupunta dun sa office nila. So, okay. Next is yung role of family business in an improving economic status. So, kung mapapansin nyo, iaano ko na lang siya. So, yung explanation nito, role of family business. More on kasi dito sa economy natin. More on family business, yung nag-run. Kasi, for example niyan is yung SM, diba? Si Henry C. So, generation by generation, yung transfer ng ownership sa, ano lang din, sa family lang din. Okay? So, then next is sila Robinson. So, ano yan? Family business din siya. And yung mga bangko natin, yung sa Fortune, diba? So, meron pa, sino pa yung mga different business establishment dito sa Pilipinas, yung mga kilala. So, family business po yan. Pwede nyo po yan i-search sa Google para malaman mo kung sino yung mga different individualities na nagra-run ng business dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? So, yung pamilya Villar, 'di ba? Meron silang realty business, 'di ba? Yung mga pabahay, ganyan. So, pamilya po yung nag-aano yan. Silang pamilya po yung nag-ooperate niyan. So, marami po nag-ooperate dito sa Pilipinas na within the family members ang kanilang mga executive employee. Then, syempre sa ibang bansa din, ganun din yan for sure. Lalo na yung mga Chinese, diba? So, kung mapapansin nyo nga, sa Chinese, lalo na, diba, yung parang yung magpapakasal, yung wedding arrangement nila. So, yung anak nila, papakasal nila dun sa friend nila. Kasi meron silang business, silang as partnership, diba? As mag-best friend, may business kasi sila. So, gusto nila yung ownership ng family is dun pa rin nag-run sa pamilya nila. Kaya, ayun, kahit hindi mo gusto yung mapapangasawa mo, kailangan mong gustuhin siya kasi yun ang gusto ng pamilya mo. Kasi nga, ang nakasalalay dun is yung business mo. So, ganun po yun. Ganun yung nagiging takbo ng, ng business natin, ng different businesses dito sa mundo natin. Okay? So, yan. Yan. So, kasi, kung doon naman sa Korea, mostly kasi ang napapanood ko doon, yung mga millennials, nakakapagtayo sila ng sarili nilang business, which is maganda naman talaga. Okay? Kasi millennial pa lang, ang dami nilang gustong i-pursue. So, kaya nag-start up sila ng business, di ba? So, maraming mga movie na ang focus is yung, ang nagtatayo ng business is sila lang din talaga. So, for example nga dyan is yung recently na palabas ni Bae Suzy is yung startup. Diba? So, marami po tayo mga millennials na gusto magtayo ng sarili nilang businesses. Okay? So, yun lang. Para maging successful yung business mo, dapat talaga pag-aralan mo maigi itong mga natakal natin dito sa organization and management para, yun nga, ma-organize and ma-manage mo ng tama yung business mo. Diba? So, I hope nakatulong tong video discussion na ginawa ko sa inyo, and sana makapag-start na kayo ng mga activities niyo and isend niyo na yan sa akin. So, maraming salamat and God bless sa inyo. So, goodbye. See you next year.